Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Adventures with Andi. Check this out. Look what we grew in our garden. It's radishes. We put in 2 raised bed gardens earlier this year and we planted some radish seeds, and check it out. There are actually a whole bunch more out there. We went ahead and harvested 3 of them today. We're gonna let the others go a little bit longer. They don't seem to be quite ready to come up, but these grew fast. I mean...
About 3 weeks?
Yeah, from planting to harvestable. And I love radishes, especially since I can't have onions, and radishes make a really good substitute for it. And this is the first thing that we have harvested from those raised beds. Now we've harvested blueberries from around our yard because we planted blueberry bushes years ago, but we just put in those raised beds, and these are the first things that we harvested. We grew them from seeds, and I am so excited.
The eggplants aren't quite ready.
No, but oh my God, they're huge. The eggplants, they're huge. They've got flowers. The cucumbers are flowering. We got little tiny baby cucumbers, and the vines are growing. So hopefully they'll be good. Since this is the first produce that we were able to harvest from our new raised beds, I thought we should take a moment to immortalize this in art by doing some paint pouring inspired by our radishes. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right. Okay. Y'all come on in and we will start painting. All right. So the plan for what we're going to do today is we're going to start by covering this whole thing with just some white paint. And then we're going to just pour on some different colors of green in sort of rounded stripes here. And then we're going to pour on some different colors of reds and pinks and maybe a little bit of purple in sort of a rounded shape here, sort of like radishes. And then we're going to use a blow dryer to blow that out into different shapes. And then we'll let it dry and see how it looks. Great. So the first thing we want to do is, we don't have any pre-mixed white for pouring. So we're going to go ahead and do that just to have a little bit more movement on the white. We're still very new to this whole paint pouring thing, so don't know how necessary that is, but we're going to do it anyway. Now, I know that you can do calculations to know how much paint that you're going to need, but this was one of those spur-of-the-moment ideas, so we're going to wing it. We're going to see how it goes. We have plenty of extra canvases should we need. So I'm going to start with
Getting it on yourself.
already making a mess.
And you got purple on your hand.
Less than 3 minutes into the video. All right. Okay, so that seems like a good amount to start with. Let go, thank you. And then we've got some Liquitex. This is the fluid medium, pouring medium. And we're going to put 3. This is what Chad just did. We're going to put 3 parts of the pouring medium to the 1 part of the paint. That just seems like an awful lot, but...
What the instructions say, right?
So the instruction says we're currently at about half and half.
Of course it says then adjust to suit your needs.
And I'm going to go ahead. This is about... You can't really see because of the camera angle, but this is about, I think, 2 to 1. So I'm going to go ahead and stir it real quick and see what we think of this consistency.
With your extra special stir stick.
Yeah, craft stick. Okay, I'll add a little bit more. We're going to use up all of this medium.
Yeah. I'll take you to the art supply warehouse and you just get gallon jugs of it, right?
That's right. We just got a small bottle of it to start with because we'd never used it. We wanted to see what it was like. Did I just hear a door shut outside?
Sound like it.
Ooh, that could be yarn. I have another yarn delivery coming today, y'all. Yeah, I know, I haven't dyed all the yarn I got last time. That does not stop me from buying more yarn to dye.
You gonna do another unboxing?
I don't know if people really want to see that. I might. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, does that look good to you?
Yeah. I mean, it's been so long. It's been so long, I mean...
It was winter the last time we did any paint pouring, and we haven't even sealed them yet because we needed to wait for the temperature to be warmer and more consistent.
And then it got ahead of us?
Oh, yeah.
The weather.
Did. The weather did, yes. So much so. Okay, so I'm going to start by just... We don't really have 4 seasons here.
This is exciting. White paint on a white canvas.
I am breaking all kinds of artistic barriers right here, y'all. I mean, seriously.
This is gonna go in the MoMA. And now she brushes. That's right.
Do you by chance have a larger brush?
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
It would. Do we not have a larger brush?
That's the largest one I found.
That's the largest brush we found. The largest one we have. Oh my goodness. All right, so I'm just going to spread this around.
1/2 inch by 1/2 inch.
Yeah. All right, I think that's good for now. What do you think?
You missed a spot.
Where? Here you go, take the brush.
Okay.
You know where you're seeing?
Yep, it's right here. It wasn't that long, I was just trying to blend.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
It's about that long.
Okay, that's fine. No problem.
Okay,
No
let's set that
problem.
aside, I guess, right?
Yep.
Now what do you need?
Now, we have a variety of paints. Some of them are already pre-mixed, like this red, and we've got a green that are pre-mixed, ready to pour. You've also got a blue and a yellow ready to pour that we can use to mix up some more green. And then we have some, we also have, we have a purple. We have some that are not mixed up ready to pour, like we have a red and we have a pink. This one's fluorescent. This one's fluorescent. And we also have this pink and this green. Not fluorescent. So I'm going to take this green here and put some of it in here with this white that we mixed up. And it'll make a lighter green, possibly, maybe, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here.
So I guess one question is if you mix the ready to pour with the non-ready to pour, is that sufficient to make it pourable?
I don't know, it might just make it a little bit thicker.
It makes sense, it would be a little bit thicker, but... It needs to be a little bit thinner.
I think that needs to be a little bit thinner. And yes, my hands are very shaky today. I apologize, y'all. It's the world, you know. Okay, so that's one green that we have. And then this is another green. That's a different shade. These are 2 light colored ones. But I want to do one that's going to be a darker green. And we're going to have to mix that one on our own. While I'm doing this, did you want to mix up some of that paint and some of that pink and these 2? No, that one's ready to pour. That pink
the
one,
Americana pink.
The Americana pink, the fluorescent pink, and I'm not convinced on the fluorescent red, but we'll see.
Mix each one up separately, or do you want me to combine them all together?
Mix them up separately. The way that we do this is we don't do like a pour where we put them all in one cup and pour it out. No, we put each color on one at a time.
Okay. Going all different.
Apparently green's already gone on first. Apparently we've never used this yellow because we also have never used this blue.
It's the maiden voyage of many things.
It is, yeah. We are just. I'm gonna put. You know what? I'm going to start with the yellow. If I have learned anything from yarn dyeing, it's that it takes more yellow to turn a color a different color than it takes of that other color to turn the yellow a color. I'm sure that makes sense. That makes sense to me even if it doesn't make sense to y'all. Alright, we're heading to a green. Not quite dark enough yet, but we're heading to a green. It's a very, very light green. Now we're getting darker. Yeah.
There you go.
Getting darker, but I still want it darker than what we've already got. I want this to be a really dark green because those radish leaves are pretty dark.
A leaf green?
Yeah. It's still a pretty light green. So I'm going to add just a touch of the purple to see if I can darken it up.
Has the purple been used?
Yes, it has. Not a whole lot, just like 3 drops. We're getting there, maybe. Another 3 drops. I know it probably seems really strange that I'm adding purple to darken this, but I'm trying to shift it. Still more.
You can definitely tell the difference between the Americana paint and the Liquitex paint.
Yeah, how so?
The Americana paint did not take very much medium at all to loosen it up.
Yeah.
So it probably had a high water content.
Yeah.
Whereas the Liquitex is taking much more medium to get it to what we hope is the proper consistency. So I guess a thicker bodied paint.
Mm-hmm. Still want this darker. Take a little bit of this red. I don't want it to go brown. I want it to go more of a, oh, that's getting to be a good color green. Check that out.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna go with this.
All right.
Chad's like, yes, finally, she's done. Which, you know, compare it to this green, we've definitely got a difference there. And compare it to this green, we definitely got a difference there.
This green that you made?
I made that green. Oh yeah,
That's
I made that green.
The white. Yep.
Yeah, that's this one mixed with white. So yeah, it's definitely a difference. Okay, so
how are you gonna do this?
Okay, I'm just gonna pour, and it's a good thing that this is paint pouring because my hands are just so shaky right now.
Americana green is sour apple.
Ready pour green. So you can see we've got different shades of green in here.
Okay, that's the Liquitex pink.
This is the Liquitex. Oh, the fluorescent pink.
The fluorescent pink, yes.
Okay. A whole lot in here.
Yeah, it took a lot to mix it up.
That's fine.
I guess you don't have to use the whole thing if you don't want to.
We can do more painting. That's fine.
This is the fluorescent red Liquitex. Americana pink.
And then some of the Ready Pour Red. This is True Red. All right. Oh yeah, and I went and put a little bit of purple in there just for some variation.
Shadows, if you will.
Shadows up here in the leaves, at least. I'll put a little bit. Nothing. Just stick with that. All right. So now it's blow dryer time.
Now, how many times have you done this, Andi?
I have done this 0 times. Y'all, I don't even bother to blow dry my hair most of the time. This is my old hair dryer. I retired it. Okay, I'm going to start on cool. And I'm going to take it off a turbo.
You sure?
Yes. Here we go. That's not doing anything.
You got some motion there.
I need the focuser.
I'll go find it.
It needs to be able to concentrate the flow. Change of plans.
Change of blow dryers.
Change of blow dryers. We couldn't find the focuser for my old blow dryer, so I'm just going to use my new blow dryer. My new blow dryer instead. I have not even used this thing. So go ahead and turn it to low.
No motion.
There we go. Okay, I have gotten paint on this thing twice. So,
At least.
at least. And I have scraped and I have over blended the red. So,
Now what you gonna do?
well, one thing I think that happened is while we were trying to find the thing to make the blow dryer work, the white,
Starting to dry?
it started to dry. That's why this happened here. So, some more of the pink in here. Want some of the white. It's not what I want right now.
No?
No, it's not.
What do you want?
Better.
better.
I want it to look better.
And what do you think will get it there?
I don't know. Starting over from scratch. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pour some white around here. More white around here. We'll put some more white over there. Some white around here so things will move more.
Do you need this?
No.
No.
I don't think so. I can hear it dripping. Okay. I think a little bit more purple here. Just a little of red. Just for a bit of contrast. Because why not? Put a little bit of yellow in there. All right.
There you go. Break out the blow dryer again.
We're gonna try it again. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And see how this goes. Take 2. Fingers crossed. Can you put a little bit of the purple right there for me?
Just right here?
Mm-hmm. Just going up through that green. In there too. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I think it's gonna be interesting.
It's definitely a very abstract radish.
Aren't all radishes abstract though when you get down to it? I mean,
Now I don't like this here. I wish it was more of a rounded edge, but we can fix that with some white later. Maybe same over here as well. But I definitely like how these are moving together now. Before there's one other thing I want to try.
yeah, spritz it
I was gonna spritz it.
with water.
This is not water.
No, it isn't.
Well, it's part water, but I want to see if this actually works. Let's see. It might not.
One way to find out, right?
Wait.
Looks like it's creating some cells right there.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
See? All this is water with some Dawn dishwashing liquid, and we're getting some cells from the bubbles. I don't know how much is going to overdo it with this.
As I stop there and just see.
Give it a little time to develop and see what we get.
Yep.
I'm pretty excited about that though. It's pretty cool. So I went and added a whole bunch more dishwashing liquid to this, and check this out. Look at that. And here, let's go over here to the green. Let's see. Oh, that's exciting. All right, so my painting has dried. It's been quite a while. And I really like this up here with the leaves. I do want to do some touch-up work on the radish portion. I mean, okay, technically it's all radishes, but I want to do some touch-up work here on the root portion of it. So I've just got some white paint. This is just white acrylic paint. It's not thin or anything. And I'm going to start by touching up where the pink got away from me over here and the green. And I want to kind of sort of round it at the top and bring it in narrower into more of a point here at the bottom. But I don't want to lose a lot of this stuff. So, and I'm probably going to have to do multiple layers of the white. That's okay. And here's my finished painting. I love how this turned out, y'all. I cannot tell you how happy I am with this. When I first poured the paint on there and then blew it out with the blow dryer, I was like, I suppose you can say it's a radish, but and I was not thrilled. But then when I came back in and I painted the white to give the shape of the radish here, that turned out really good, and I was very pleased with that. But then I decided, well, it wasn't balanced with the way the leaves were up here, and so I'm like, okay, well, I need to have them come off the corners here. So I painted that, and I used the wrong color green. I used a very blue green, and I was not happy, and I kept fighting with it, and I'm like, it looks so good, and I screwed it up. Why do I always do this? But then I kept working on it and reminding myself that Chad always tells me it has to look bad before it looks good. And look how good it looks now. It looks so good. We've got the individual radish leaves in here from the purple in there. And we've got just, I love all the different colors of the reds and the pinks and the purple because they're different shades of radishes, and I'm very pleased with this. And I don't think you can even really tell looking at it where in the leaves are the places that I added painting in later and where are the original places. And not even with, I had to do that some, add in some on the radish as well where it dipped in, and I don't think you can even really tell where I did that. And so I'm very happy with it. We are going to be resining or varnishing this and putting a frame around it and putting it up on a wall in the house. I even signed it. I'm so happy. What do you think of it, Chad?
I think it turned out really good.
Yeah?
I mean, you got a nice color selection there to, I mean, going all the way back to the pour. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was a nice color selection to get a radish effect, but then you managed to get some motion in there, which gives it a sense of 3 dimensions.
Mm-hmm. What did you think of it during the after pour painting phase?
It had its ups and downs. I mean, but you kept plugging away at it.
Did you think I was going to be able to bring it back to something good?
Of course.
Yeah, he never doubts me, y'all. He is so
no
awesome, and he is so supportive, and he is so wonderful, and I thank you. So, also a massive, huge shout out and thank you to Veronica Me over at Me Painting for doing this kind of work with paint pours to inspire me to try it myself. I would never have thought to do this if I hadn't seen her paintings. No, I'm not saying that she's done it with vegetables or anything, but she's done all kinds of amazing work with paint pours and then going in after having finished and letting it dry and do more painting to just create something phenomenal with it. So thank you for that, Veronica. And I hope y'all had a wonderful time watching me do this paint pour painting, and maybe it will inspire you to try doing something like this yourself. I mean, you're not limited to just what it looks like after you pour the paint and stretch it out on the canvas. You can go on afterwards, after it's dried, and you can paint in more stuff and give it different shapes and touch up things if you need to fulfill your artistic vision. There's no rules that says you cannot do that. So go for it, do it. And I hope you'll have an absolutely wonderful day. We'll see you on our next adventure. Bye. Say bye, Chad.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.